the channel or not. I just picked this thing up a couple weeks ago. This is a 2008 Yamaha R6S. It needed a right clip-on, a right foot peg, a battery, and the fuel system cleaned and gone through. Really nice bike. It's only got 12,000 miles on it. This is probably, honestly, going to be the first motorcycle that I've actually insured and put on the road. I've been riding dirt bikes for years and four-wheelers for years, but I've never actually had a bike that was mine, insured and registered on the road. So I'm really excited for that. I did take it down the road one time. It rides really smooth. The bike has been tuned as well. Really smooth power delivery, plenty of power. I don't think I'm going to need any more power than that. Really happy with that purchase. I got a smoking deal on it. Thank you to the guy who I bought it off of if you're watching this. Over here, we have Mistress B. She is a 1970 Roadrunner. She was originally a 383 automatic bench seat on the column. It did not originally have an air grabber hood. I added that. It is not functional. It is open all the time. She has Chrysler Conquest TSI wheels. Once again, this is broke-ass white trash racing. I can't afford really nice or expensive things. This is a car that my dad and I bought together. It now has a 1968 383 that was an ATK remanufactured motor in it. I pulled the motor and the automatic transmission out of a 1970 Newport and then was pleasantly surprised that it was a reman motor. It's 60 over, flat top pistons. When I pulled it apart, you know, the pistons and rings and cylinders all look good, so I just did a dingle ball home. It's all comp cams valve train with the exception of the push rods. It even has the comp cams roller rockers in it. I can't remember the cam specs offhand right now. It's got a quick fuel 750 vacuum secondary carburetor on it right now, which is not enough carburetor for the engine. 915 heads. They've been ported and polished and port matched. They have oversized stainless steel cylinder cut valves in them. This car runs really well, and it also has a Magnum Force transformer, complete front subframe underneath of it, power rack and pinion steering, Willwood disc brakes, and tubular upper control arms, and really heavy lower control arms. I think they're called asymmetrical, not sure. Car runs really well, it handles really well. Out back, it's an 8 3/4, and it's got a Dr. Diff 355 posi center chunk. Shot of the rear wheels. She's not a showpiece, guys. She's rusty. Inside, black interior, 88 Chrysler Conquest SHP seats that were reupholstered by a local upholstery guy. This one's dirty on the inside a little bit too. 4-speed pistol grip. And yep, that's about it with this one. The plan for this car is I want to make this a standing mile car someday and eventually take her to the Bonneville Salt Flats if I ever get enough money to do so. I would really like to put a bird wing on this someday, and one of my lifelong dreams and one of the top things on my bucket list is to drive a car that I built at 200 miles an hour, and I think this one's going to be it. I also want it to be a street car, not a race car, and I think this one's going to be it. Really like that car. I'm really grateful my dad and I could work on this one together. I'm not going to uncover them, but back here we have a 78 D150. This is the truck I'm contemplating on putting the 440 and automatic transmission in for a tow pig. It was my buddy JJ's first truck, and he ended up just giving it to me. It has a 318 in it right now. 318 was locked up solid. I filled all the cylinders with transmission fluid a couple months ago to get it broke free, and I still had it on my car trailer. And I ended up having to put a chain wrench on the harmonic balancer and a jack under the chain wrench. And I was actually lifting the truck off of the trailer with the pressure of the jack on the chain wrench till it broke free. And then I had to keep turning it that way. I did get it running. It runs okay, but I don't think it's going to run for very long. It smokes pretty bad. It's going to need a transplant. Over here, if you've watched any of my other videos, this is a 1966 Ford Fairlane 392 barrel 4-speed car. It was originally a bench seat car. That one should be coming up here shortly for a will it run video and the resurrection process. This one belongs to a buddy of mine who owns a vintage car junkyard, and my job is to get it running and moving under its own power, and maybe collect a couple pieces we're missing for it, and then we're going to move it on and reinvest the money from that into another car from the yard, and so on and so forth. if you guys haven't figured it out by now, I love vintage cars and motorcycles, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, sleds, all that. I'm not really into modern stuff too much. So that's what this channel is going to be about, the resurrection process of old stuff. Maybe have a couple videos riding ATVs, four-wheelers, three-wheelers, snowmobiles, and that kind of stuff. Maybe a few car shows and burnouts and street races. Other than that, that's it. And here's some shots of my backyard. And anyway, hope you all have a great day, and thanks for watching.